With the market just over a week away, work is in full swing getting everything ready. But this week we've also been working on something that has been missing from the manor for a long time. And I cannot wait to show you what our tile in our kitchen now looks like. So let me show you what we've been up to this week. Ever since we moved into the manor, there's been something missing at the side of the manor. So that as you drive down the driveway and you see the manor for the first time, you'll see our lovely terrace, our rock wall that's only quite half finished, but I'm still working on that. But it was missing something very important. And that was steps. We had no steps going up to our terrace. We just had this kind of earth bank. And it's been like that, well, ever since we built the terrace, which was a couple of years ago. And this week we decided that needed to change. So these are the old steps that we found behind the manor. And we pulled them out. They're huge rocks. You can see this one's been sitting in this spot for quite a while. And we've been able to roll it. We're not lifting it, but we have been able to roll it because we are creating steps here. You'll see that we've already got one in place that we did last year, and then Stephen got his hernia, so we decided that we probably shouldn't be lifting them anymore, but we are attempting to roll it. So we're not going to lift it, we're going to roll it. So we're just prepping the ground here, ready, and then we're going to see if we can roll it on to get our second step. So the next step is in. We managed to roll it all the way over, and it's actually looking pretty good. We're backfilling behind it with earth, and then we're going to try for the next step. Third step on. We've got one at the top here ready to go on the top of this stack, and it's looking really great. They look like they've always been there. And this is what our steps now look like. They really do look like they've always been there. And we still have this side of our rock wall to finish. Got some weeding to do over there too. This side is already built, and the other side will match that. And then once the other side of the rock wall is built, we're going to move our two beautiful urns up onto the top, so they'll sit at the top of the steps. But right now, until we've got that other part of the wall done, we're going to leave them at the bottom just to make sure they're safe and they don't topple or fall. But I'm just really thrilled with how this has turned out, because we have been waiting a long time for these steps to go in. And finally, they are in, and they just really finish off that area of the garden beautifully. So our tile has now been grouted, and we're just wiping off, doing the first wipe, which gets very smeary, but I just love this kind of dark charcoaly grey that we've chosen for between the tiles. And what we did was we actually cut one of our large pattern tiles and actually created this border on this side, which is kind of on the bar area, so it will now match the tile above the range. So let's see this colour of your sponge. So the grouting is all finished in this part of the kitchen for the tiling. And I'm just so excited, and I just love how this has turned out with the dark charcoal grey or black grout against the white. And with the little features that we've used, picked up from the same tile that we have behind the range, just really works. We're just waiting for our plug cover to come in, and it's gonna look basically the same as this. This is just the wrong plug size. So when that comes in, that's going to really just finish that off and make it look really spot on. But we also decided that we wanted to add some shelves here, because this is kind of like a little mini bar area in the kitchen. And we had picked up these pieces of or this piece of old wood, and I love it. It's got all the holes at this end and the character, and it was one longer piece, and we've actually cut it in half so we can make 2 shelves. And then we found these brackets that we're going to use to hold it, and they're just perfect for this kitchen. And so we have put one up already, as I said, and I think it looks we just put a few bottles on there at the moment. We're going to figure out what pieces will go on there to look really, really special. But then this piece is going to go just here, at the bottom here, with our brackets. So Stephen is just in the process of putting that up, and then that will give us our 2 shelves and really kind of finish off this corner of the kitchen. So I'm very, very excited. We've been working on that a little bit each day in between all the other work that we're doing, and so it's almost finished. So I will be able to show you probably next week it all complete, and also we're 2/3 finished the grouting of all the other tiles in the kitchen, and then we've got to put this range back, and I'll finish it all off, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like, the whole. But like I say, the grout has worked really, really well, and I'm pretty happy with how this is looking. So my planter boxes are now up, and I've just chosen some different flowers that we're going to put in. Now we're actually going to have 4 of these. So I'm doing one here at the front, by the front door, and then I'm going to have 3 down by the pub on the porch at that end, and down that end I'm actually going to put some herbs in. So some of them will have flowers like this one, and then other ones will have herbs, and that I'm hoping that brings kind of that nice fragrance of the different mint and basil and oregano. As you walk past, it will kind of waft, and you'll actually be able to smell the herbs. But this is my first flower box on the railing. It looks fantastic. I love these flowers. So I've just got 3 more to go. So our greenhouse is coming along really, really well. And this year, because we're going to be digging up this whole area of the garden for some building work, we're not planting into the ground, we're using containers. But we've planted a variety, so we've got some different tomatoes, we've got some zucchini, we've got some beans, but everything is doing really, really well, and obviously loves being in the greenhouse. We even were able to pick our very first lettuce this week. Our first lettuce. It looks pretty good.
Size.
It's a great size. We're gonna have that for tea tonight.
We're even growing a few strawberries in here, and we've tasted a few already, and they taste really, really good.
With so many different things to organise for the market, I've had to order some different supplies, and I order them and then I completely forget what I've ordered. So this box has just arrived, and I'm just looking through it to see what I actually, to remind myself what I ordered. So these are my blackboard stickers, and these are going to be great because for our vintage picnics we're going to have some mason jars. So I'm going to use those with chalk to actually mark on the jars what's in it so people know. What else have I got in here? I've got wooden forks, I've got some little cookie bags. So these are all little paper bags that I'm going to use for cookies and macaroons for our vintage picnics. And we really want to stay away from plastic as much as we can. So I've really been trying to source paper and recyclable items. So I've got cookie bags. Oh, these ones. Now these are my boxes. So for my picnics, we have got some of the food is going to go into these cardboard boxes with some wax paper. Again, I'm wanting to stay away from plastic and use something that's recyclable. So those have come. So they're ready for our picnics. What else have we got in here? Oh, we've got ice cream cups, very, very important. I've got some upstairs, I've ordered some more. So we're gonna have our ice cream bar at the market, just like we did last year. And we're gonna be serving Sussex ice cream. And we have got some amazing flavors. We've actually got rhubarb crisp. Now, rhubarb crisp, if you know anything about Sussex ice cream, is only available for 4 weeks a year. And I think it's just finishing right now. It's been available for the last 4 weeks. Well, we have snagged some and put some aside for you so we can have rhubarb crisp at the market. We're also going to be having mochaccino, honeycomb, fresh lemon, blueberry maple crunch, like yum yum. Like, I don't even know how you decide a favorite. So I think you probably end up having a bit of everything, right? So we have thankfully we have our ice cream cups. We have more bunting. So I am going to be making a little bit more bunting. I've now measured all my, the driveway, so I know how much I need so I need 60 feet across the driveway. So I do need to make a little bit more. So I have some triangles from last year, so I've just bought some more of the tape so I can sew some more bunting. What else have I got in here? Spoons. Very important for the ice cream. So we have some more of the wooden recyclable spoons so everyone can enjoy their ice cream. And in here we have a large box. And in this box, if I can open it, is some of our mason jars. So again, like I say, I'm really trying to, this is quite difficult to get into. I'm really trying to use supplies that are recyclable and don't cause waste. So what we have done is I have ordered, if I can get one out, these mason jars. So we're going to be doing a mason jar salad that will go in these mason jars and go into our picnics. And then obviously, like I say, I'm going to use the blackboard stickers on there, and I can write what's in the mason jar. So I have a whole bunch of those as well. So I think we've got almost all our supplies. We still have a few things on order. We have our coffee order in, we have our ice cream order in, we have some sandpiper products have already arrived, so we're going to have lots of our sandpiper items, our totes and our silk scarves. We'll have those available. So now I just have to get all these pulled together, get everything organized, and but at least everything's arrived. There's nothing worse than getting close to the event and finding that something hasn't arrived, and it's a mad panic. So everything is here, I think, and now I can start putting it all together. So as you can see behind me, the house is in a little bit of chaos right now as we get ready for the market. But this space is going to be Montpre Collections booth, and it is going to look completely different next week. So on our next episode, I'm going to give you a little tour of the market as we set it up. We'll be setting all the booths up next week, and so I'm going to give you a sneak peek tour next Thursday on what it's looking like as we're getting everything ready. And I'll be able to show you this space, and it will be completely different, and it will definitely not look like it looks right now. So if you've not got your tickets yet for our summer market on the 16th and 17th of July, make sure you jump over to our website, ladysmithmanor.com, and pick yours up now. They're going really quickly, and we would love to see you here. And we have so many things planned for that weekend. We've got our pony rides, we've got our ice cream bar, we have a lavender bar that's going to be just beautiful, lavender from a local lavender farm, and we'll be telling you much more about that next week as I show you around the summer market as we get everything ready. And don't forget, if you love our videos, jump over to YouTube and hit subscribe to make sure that you are the first to see any of our new videos that we release. So I guess I better get back to work because this is not going to clear itself up on its own. We have lots to do this week, and I'm excited next week to show you what it is all looking like. So I will see you back here next week for our next episode of the Ladysmith Manor Diaries.